everybody, Linda D here, and today I want to continue to work on my memory planner. Now it's the Monday of the 6th week of the year, so today I'm going to work on week 5. And as I explained last time, week 5 is falling into February in my calculation because it has more days in the month of February than in the month of January. So this is where we left off. The only thing that I actually added to January was the journaling on the back of this tag that I created last time, and just added these photo corners on here. Okay. Get it in. Now let me take out my February dashboard and get the planner out of my way for now. These are the pictures I want to use. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is cut my pages for February. So of course page 1 is this one, the back of the dashboard, which I actually might decorate a little more. And I want to cut the following pages. So here I have the papers that I assigned to the month of February. Of course, the ones that actually are the February pages from the main collection. Now this is the one which I cut the dashboard from, like that. And these are the patterns and solids that I assigned to February. So they are the same on one side, and then they have different patterns on this side. I'm going to put these two aside for now, and I'm going to work with these first. I need my paper trimmer. And here I have my mock-up page template to kind of determine where I want my pages to be. Now, I love this leaf pattern, and I want to actually create a spread for week 1 of February. And I thought I would just use the back of this page. And looking on this side, I want to determine where I want to do my cut. And I really love this area over here. So I think I'm going to go right for the bottom right corner of this page. So that's for week 1 and week 2. Now let me see. Okay, so the page size again is 4 3/4 by 8 1/4, and that's where I'm gonna cut. Get the scoring blade out. Okay, so 4 3/4, line it up here at the bottom. And I want to go up about the height of the page. So I'm going to place it here just to have a visual guide. Check that I'm straight. And cut. About here. Turn my paper. I'm going to move my blade to the top. Oh, and I need my extension over here. And this side I'm going to line up to 8 1/4. And slicing from the top down to the point where these two cut lines meet. Because I want to make sure to keep the rest of my paper in as large as a piece as possible, because I never know what I'm going to use it for on other pages. Okay, so this is page 2. So this is my week 1 spread. Then for week 2, I decided week 2 of February, which is week 6 of the year. Week 6, I'm just going to use 1 page. Week 7 will also be 1 page, and then I'm going to go into a spread again. So we need 1 more page for now, and that is from the 8 by 8 page, because I wanted to match the page up with this side. I'm going to use the leaf pattern of the 8x8 sheet. And again, I want to have this side of the paper for the week, what is it then? 8, week 8, I think, main page or starting page. So I'm just going to turn it around, line it up at 4 3/4, and just slice down the entire way. Or am I? You know what? Actually, I want to keep this in one piece as well. So I think I'm going to add one of those binding strips again. So let me cut this piece to about, what do we have here, 4 1/8, or maybe 4 1/4. Let me see. 4 1/4 is good. Okay. And then again for the height, I'm going to cut at 8 1/4, just like that. Okay. Get this out of my way. Okay, that was the easy part because I kind of tried to figure out what I want to do ahead of time. Next thing I want to do is punch my holes and figure out what kind of binding strip I want to use from the Elizabeth Craft Designs planner dies. This can also go into my pile. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've punched my holes into this page, and now I want to add my binding strip to this page. For that, I have cut myself a piece of black cardstock that is 2 inches by 8.5 inches, and I scored it at 5/8 of an inch and put double-sided adhesive on the back of it on the larger side, but right against the score line. Now I'm going to fold along that line like that. I might even get a bone folder out and just make sure this is nice and crisp like that. And then for the binding strip, I picked this die set. This is the Planner Essentials 11, the ticket, and this is the binding strip over here. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine, this side up, and I am going to align the fold line just inside of this blade. And I'm going to adhere that with with some washi tape, just to secure it in place. And because this is so narrow and long, I'm going to use several pieces of washi. Let me put this aside. Okay, so I really want to make sure this is nicely lined up on that edge without going over. And I'm probably going to stick it down like this and around the top of my die. And same thing on the other side, but always making sure that I'm inside of the cut line. Like that. And again, put down my washi. And just to make sure nothing moves, I'm even going to get a third piece. And adhere that to the middle. Like that. And now I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. And because it's 2 layers of paper and double-sided adhesive, I'm going to run it once and then I'm going back again, just to make sure it's nice and nicely cut. Okay. Now carefully remove the washi tape. It wants to tear my paper, which is not good at all. Get off this side and maybe try to work from here. Okay, that tore. Of course it would, because it was right over the cut line. Just super carefully remove that. Okay. And now this piece. I should have probably ran it along my jeans first to reduce the tackiness of the washi tape. But what's done is done. Okay, so now I have this strip die cut. Open it back up. Just get these little holes out of my die before placing it back onto the magnetic sheet. This one. Okay, get this out of our way. Okay, and now I'm going to remove. Oh, wait, one thing I want to do before I do that, I want to go around the edge of my pages with my black soot distress ink. Like this. And on this one, for now, I'm going to do the top. This edge. And just to be sure, I'm also going over this piece. Okay. Quickly dust off my surface. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the liner of the tape. And this is the piece that I want on this side. Like that. And that means, and I want this on this side as well. So that means I'm going to actually take one of my other pages just as a guide. Let me see, should I put a little strip of double-sided adhesive there? You know what, I'm going to just use a bit of glue stick on this very edge. Just to make sure that's down as well. Just work on this non-stick craft mat. Okay. Now, take this page as a guide. And I'm just going to slide the folded edge onto the edge of that page. I hope that makes sense. Okay, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lay this down first on the edge of that page. Going to bring that one back and slide it right to the corner over here. Line it up with that page. And then I'm going to press down. And I'm hoping this is going to be straight in the end, but it looks good, I think. Let me check. I'm a little bit off on the bottom, but I don't think that matters. Now, one thing that happened, it didn't cut out my holes on this side, which is kind of weird, but I'm just going to punch them back again with this hole punch. Probably 2 layers were just too much to punch the holes. Just get these little things out. Okay. Get this out of my way. Just rub off any excess glue. I'm just using my fingers for that. And just like that, we have the first 3 pages for February done. Now this can go into my planner for now, and as always, I'm going to take care about this strip when I'm actually working on that page in that week. So this goes into my planner. Oops, and for today I'm going to work on this spread. Dashboard and this spread over here. So I have, where did I put my pictures? I have them over here. Now this is earlier in the week, this was later in the week. Lots of pictures this time. And I just want to figure out if I want to leave them together. For these, I'm probably going to cut them apart, but just into strips. And these, let me see. I think I'm going to leave these as one picture. I'm just going to grab my guillotine paper trimmer. Okay. And I like to use the guillotine just to cut off this strip that the Canon selfie printer produces. It's a little perforation, but I don't like to see that on my pictures. So I'm using my guillotine to cut those off. But you could also just flip that white part back and just kind of break it off. And here I can see a little white stripe. I'm going to just cut that bit off, and then I'm good. And this one, doing the same thing, cutting off that perforation. And also here I can see that little white strip. I'm going to remove that. Oops, that came loose. Like that. Because sometimes I just need more than 5 1/4 inches. especially since in Germany or maybe even Europe, we use the A5 size, which is about, I would say, 5 3/4 to 5 7/8, something like that. Oh, and by the way, I want to cut the entire white off. So just line that up. Nope, that's not it. That's better. Yeah. And over here, same thing. And I'm just visually aligning that white edge to this bottom. I don't know, is the bottom thing also a blade? I'm not really sure about that, but you know what I mean. It's just the area where the this blade lands. Okay, get that out of my way. Now I first want to work on this page, and what I've done for the month of February. I have prepared myself, and now I can't find where I put it. I have prepared myself some greenery that I die cut. Where is it? Just give me a second, please. Okay, I'm back. I found them. They were still at our dining table because I've been prepping and die cutting over the weekend. So these are cut, from the Elegant Leaves die set by Elizabeth Craft Designs. This one, it's actually Elegant Leaves number 2. And I also cut myself a bunch of ferns. And these are done with, this is an Hero Arts set. It's called Mushroom and Ferns Fancy Dies. And I just used the ferns. And these over here, they are by Marianne Design. And they don't really have a name, but they're ferns. And that's what I prepped. Over here, all kinds of stuff to use in all kinds of different colors. I thought these Elegant Leaves kind of mimic this ivy over here. Oops. Especially this one. And I thought the metallic would kind of pop on these pages. But now that I'm seeing it, I think it gets kind of busy and kind of lost as well. I have a lot of green in this picture because we've been kind of gardening a little and prepping our garden for spring. And yeah, I thought I wanted to use this picture, but I'm not sure about the leaves right now. So let me get these aside because I think it gets too busy. I mean, you can cut these apart, of course. Oh, see, that might be cute. Just a little piece over there. And also, where do I want to position this? Rather down or toward the top? I think what I'm going for is something like this. And I'm going to add some kind of journaling spot over here. It doesn't have to be much. I mean, it's just a little bit of gardening. So there's not a whole novel to write about that. But I think I want to anchor it with a kind of frame. Let me see. That's okay. That looks good. Or the lighter metallic green. Oh, that's better. That kind of makes it pop. I'm going for this one, but I don't have a lot of that cardstock left. This is all that I've got. So I need to puzzle a frame together somehow. That's a bit longer. Is this, that's just the slightest bit too short. Should I maybe trim my photo a little bit? I could. Yeah, I'm going to trim the top and bottom just the slightest bit, and then I'm going to puzzle together a frame. I'm going to prep my paper, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I've pieced myself together a frame around this picture from my leftovers, And because this is quite massive, I've opted for these hole reinforcements. This is this very small size. It's from the reinforcement pack number 1, I guess. And I'm just going to place my photo down, trying to center it between the left edge and the hole reinforcements. And of course, I kind of want to make sure I'm straight. A little bit more down. Something like that, I guess. Yeah, okay. Now press it down. Actually, I can even turn this over and just press down from this side since there's nothing on there. Okay, so I've got this. Now to bring back this screen, I'm going to use the, what's it called? Note pieces. No, it's actually called a retro label set, which comes with dies and stamp sets. Let me see which size I'm gonna go for. That is probably too large. Maybe the square one. Oh, that's weird. I think I'm going to go for this size. And for that I need, which die do I need? This one over here. Yeah. Okay, let me quickly die cut this frame from the green paper. Okay, so here I have my die cut frame, and I want to stamp the matching stamp on a piece of white cardstock. Let me quickly grab a block. Place it on there. And some black ink. Like that. And I'm going to stamp it down. Okay, that's perfect. Just quickly wipe my stamp with a damp cloth. And place it back. I'm quickly gonna hit this with my heat gun because I don't want the ink to smear. And now I'm going to fussy cut around it. Just leaving the slightest white edge around the stamp. And cutting parallel to the stamped lines. Like that. Okay, so now I want to adhere this onto this piece of frame. And actually I can see that I have to probably cut a little bit more, because otherwise you're not going to see enough of the green for my taste. So let me take the smaller scissors and just really cut on the black line. I'm only going to worry about 3 sides because I'm going to trim one side off. And if you've got a little bit of white showing, there's a simple little trick, and that is just to go around it either with a blending foam, for example, like that. Just hit the edges, or you could also go around with a black marker, for example. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to adhere it to my frame. Like that. Yeah, that looks a lot better than before. Okay, am I straight? I think I'll be okay like that. And then I want to cut it about here. Okay. Like that, I guess. That's 1 1/4 of an inch. Actually, let me get a little bit more. Make it something like 1 inch. I think it's still a little too much. I'm gonna go even shorter. Okay. That's all the details that kind of seem ridiculous, but I think they matter. I think that's okay like that. Get this out of my way and stick this down. Somewhere here. Like that. Okay, so this side is done for now. I'm going to add the journaling later. And for this side, I have my pictures here. These are 2 strips, photos. And now the question is, what am I going to do with that? I think I want to add a pocket in which I can stick them down and take them out and put them back in. For that, I want to back these pictures with this green cardstock again, just to bring it back. Okay, I'm back. I've matted my photos and I've cut myself these handles from the planner film strip die set. This is this die over here. That's the set. And I want to adhere them to the tops of my strips. I have cut them from black cardstock with double-sided adhesive on the back. Just like that. Okay. And I think I want to slide them behind my pictures. Kind of trying to center this. And I want to keep it straight, of course. I think that's all right. Okay. And fold the back over. Like that. Which gives me a nice handle to pull out these strips when I have my pocket adhered. Get my tweezers for this one. And maybe start over here. Like that. Gotcha. Okay. Let me just double check how far I have this one sticking out, because I want it kind of matching. Looks all right. Nope, a little more to the side. I hope I don't bore you with this, but that's the perfectionist in me. I just can't have something crooked. Nope, now it's slid out. Okay, come on. Sometimes I think I have to get over myself and just live with what I have, crooked or not. But that's hard, really. Okay, fold this one back. Like that. Now these are pictures that are taken in a class that I did. And I actually knitted this handbag with a very chunky wool, and it was super fun. Okay, get this out of my way, and next thing I want to do is I want to die cut a pocket from Vellum, which I have here. Let me just quickly cut this page in half. And I'm going to use this set, this art journal special set, and it's called the journal file number 1. And it comes with this pocket over here, which I am going to use. Okay. Here we go. Oops. And now I want to add my double-sided adhesive on these edges over here. Just need to make sure I have the right size. This one looks good. Okay. Wait, this side. Like that. Okay. And like that. Now I'm going to fold these flaps back. Just trying to keep things straight. Okay. Last one. I think we're all right. Yeah, that's good. Now, placement. Let me see, when we put these next to each other. Okay, I can't go up too high, or otherwise my photos will be sticking out of the top of my page, which I don't want. But I think I'm going to go with this line over here, with the bottom line of this picture. And I'm going to put my pocket toward the right of the page. So to make sure I'm lining it up with this line over here, I'm going to grab my ruler and just line that up like that. Of course, my pages should be lined up as well. That would be helpful. Okay, remove the liners or the backing of the tape. Fold these corners in already. And probably somewhere here. Okay. Press it down nicely. And that's where my photos are going to go. And of course I have plenty of room for journaling on the back. Like that. Now with these I'm okay if they are a bit crooked, because it's more fun like that, I think. And they're nicely in this pocket. Now I grabbed some of my ivy leaves and actually cut them apart. And I want to scatter them around this photo. And I already kind of figured out where I want them to go. Just with this one, I wanted to cut the stem more at an angle, like that. And kind of, oops, they are very sticky. Position this like that. And this one I want to get down here. Like that. Yeah, and I think that brings the picture, or ties the picture together with the background by adding these leaves. Just cut the excess off, and a small one in this corner. That way, or going down. Probably going down like that. Or no, point it towards my dog. Yeah, okay, leave it at that. And now I think I will also add one of these ivies on this pocket over here, so that I can bring the metallic back on the other page. If I am able to get these apart. Okay. Or another option, I have one of these ivies in the lighter green as well. I think I think, yeah, to bring the frame back. So this dark green will only be on this side, and the lighter green can go on the pocket over here. Okay, some things are stuck together here. And I need to remove this piece that is still there. I don't know why. Like that. And just have it crawling up the page like that. Yeah, these I can snip off. Okay. Turn it around and press down and snip these pieces off like that. Okay. Now I actually also wanted to add the business card of the lady that was the instructor of this course, but I still have it in my purse downstairs. But I think I'm going to use this die that also comes in this art journal set and cut it out of the green as well, and then use this for her business card. But that's something I'm going to do later, and I'm going to show you next week. So for today, I think this is it. I like the metallic, I like the greenery, and yeah, I'm gonna add my journaling, and I'll be back next week with week, what is it, 6? Yeah. See you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye!